How long gone? It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon. The sun is shining here in Manhattan. Jason, I know you have a big announcement to make, so I don't want to steal your thunder, but if you want me to help, just let me know.
Yeah, man. Andrew Huberman has a Goop Kitchen collab. And this is huge for basically A and B combined into a C.
I was going to. Okay, that's huge, and I don't mean to try to take any air out of that, but I also
Will Welch steps down from GQ.
I know that you've been working behind the scenes, kind of in local politics in Los Angeles for a while, and you have sort of helped reality star and husband of Heidi Montag, Spencer Pratt, spearhead his campaign to take down evil Karen Bass.
First Lady-elect Heidi Montag.
I just wanted to know, how long you've been plotting that. Like, what do you, when did you start putting pen to paper?
Spencer and I have been in talks. Was it 2022? I guess so. It's been 3 years now, 4 years. And, he's got the West Side sort of on lock, and he needed somebody, he needed Hokas on the ground on the East Side. And he doesn't like Altadena flavor. He knows that, I'm just close enough without being too, what I mean? I don't have a hat with a cartoon embroidered on it for my coffee shop or whatever it is.
Don't talk about kumquat like that. Yeah, no. Okay.
And he figured I was the right key for his lock, and then we've sort of been
stick it in, as they say. No, sure.
Stick it in. He's got the coastal regions on lock. He's likes a little more salt air with his rubble, whereas I like a little bit more kind of eastern flavor. A lot of the burn areas close to San Gabriel Valley, and he knows I have a taste for certain the ducks and the shrimps of the world.
Sure.
It's bathed in Szechuan over there, and then we sort of work our way inward, and then we've all got by the time the elections are here, we'll basically be in Studio City, just sort of commanding the entire town.
I see. So you're saying the final resting place of the campaign, you're looking at headquarter rentals in Studio City, because that feels sort of like the end of the line.
Yeah, there's at the mall where there's the Erewhon over there. There's a right next door to the IV drip spot. There's an office space available, and we're gonna kind of use that as campaign HQ.
It's the front window, and when you come by, don't be confused. The crystals will be kind of covering the windows completely, but once you open the door, you'll sort of see all the West Wing style action going on behind.
Yeah. The crystals, they're not in plain view, but you can sense their presence on the property. And then if you do walk up and the front of the facade of our office still says that it's a Sugo hand roll experience.
Don't be confused.
Some of the laser cut stickers have been really tough to get off, so we are not selling any hand rolls at all.
I ordered Goo Gone on my fucking my business Amazon account. It hasn't gotten here yet, but I'm gonna get out there with a razor blade and kind of help you guys out, get that stuff off, like I'm doing community service.
My Amazon shipment has been intercepted again by Somalian pirates.
Once again, we're delayed. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I think it's important for you, as I've said for many years, for you to kind of get into local politics. I think Spencer could be the right conduit for that.
It's so weird that if this was the way, you're never predicting how you get your foot in the door, and I didn't think it was going to be with Spenny.
No, look, I've been reading a lot about Chevy Chase, and I don't care about Chevy Chase at all, really. I'm not going to watch a documentary about him, but
I want to watch the doc.
Have you seen the clip where he tells the documentarian that you're not smart enough to do this?
Hell yeah.
That is one of the greatest things I have ever seen.
Of course.
Because he is dead ass serious. Like, he is like, you could never understand my complex and layered personality. And where do you go from there? You're telling me there's an hour and a half more that I need to see? I think that 30 seconds covers it all.
Well, I mean, I think people like Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson have been able to do an hour and a half every day for, a number of years, having that same exact mentality And the problem is for people like us, it is entertaining to watch just as long as, Chevy Chase being a dick, in between getting a bagel and taking a nap, it's not a big deal versus, Ben Shapiro or the Charlie Kirks of the world who are using that dark energy for potentially more nefarious action.
Of course. No, of course. I just
spreading misinformation to the youth of
something
the world.
something about the directness of it and the sort of it just seemed extra pointed. I feel like those guys would I know that's the attitude and that's the overall vibe in the air. But I feel like it's just deadpan direct. You're too dumb to talk to me. That's something we don't see very often in entertainment.
Well, we don't, and sometimes I've talked about it before. When I like one of the reasons why I like watching like older, whatever Victorian-y, Gilded Age type shows is how direct people spoke to each other with no cliche, no sugarcoating, and watching Chevy Chase say that is sort of the same equivalent to Gen Alpha people who typically, instead of flat out saying to someone's face, like, you are not smart enough to understand and comprehend what I just told you, so I don't know what to tell you, you're a fucking idiot.
So
but nowadays, people will say that same phrase and same sentiment, but with the kid gloves on by saying user error.
Yeah. No, sure, of course.
It has the same sentiment, but it has none of the venom.
God, it set me off. And the other thing that I've been reading a lot about today is friend of the show, Stuff by Hillary Duff, has a new I think she's wrapped up in this toxic mom group chat with Ashley Tisdale and Mandy Moore that's a little too like Jenny Kane coded even for me. But
I'm so glad I don't know who Jenny Kane is.
Hillary Duff is releasing she's back in the music game, and some of the lyrics dropped today. She was lip syncing on a post on Instagram, and the lyrics are I want the part where you say goddamn back of a dive bar giving you head, then sneak home late, wake up your roommates. I'm touching myself by the front door, but you don't even look my way no more. And I look, Hillary, shout out to you for the bravery. I mean, I think it's important for women and their pleasure to be front and center in our male-dominated patriarchy. But I don't know about you, but I was personally a little surprised to hear this from Hillary. But maybe it's a sign of maturity. She's not the same old Hillary. She's something new.
It's funny that it's a new sense of maturity, but the lyrical content is not about being, a 40-year-old mom. It seems to be about, it's taking the energy of like a college student. Do you think does her husband have roommates? Is that, what's going on?
I believe this is probably about a past relationship. Her husband is a music producer. I'm not familiar with any of his work.
I'm just saying it feels, it feels weird. It being auto fiction, I guess.
I mean, I think all sure, yeah, it is. Yeah.
What is a song if not auto fiction? But when a Slater or a who else, a Tate McRae or any of these younger pop stars who are quote unquote living that life and talking about what they're doing, it's believable. I don't believe that Hillary Duff is.
Oh, I believe that Hillary Duff
sucking dick.
I believe that Hillary Duff sucked dick at Saddle Ranch in 2003.
Yeah, of course.
I think we have to allow our artists to kind of call on their life experience, no matter what the kind of.
Maybe it's just a tense issue,
There's no. I'm saying there's no expiration date on giving head at Saddle Ranch. As far as mining it.
Glad we got clean audio of that. I made sure to not step on.
I mean,
that
I'm talking as far as mining for content. You know what I mean? I think that's
I guess another way to look at it is she trying to sing and create content for herself or for the young, is she trying to, is her daughter like, make a song that's like Addison Rae or what, like, is she trying to appeal to teenagers, college age?
Oh, I think
listeners,
both.
Or is that foolish because her core demographic is 40-year-olds?
I think her core demographic much like her, would love to relive their 20s because their daily life is so bland. And also, I don't know if this is gonna touch.
Yeah, we don't want her to
Addison.
sing about diaper changing and shit.
Yeah, that's like going. Yeah, literally, like her talking about Range Rover parallel parking in Studio City is not going to light up the airwaves over at Z100. So she's doing what she can. You know what I mean? She's doing what she can. But I respect the attempt. I've not heard the song. Some online are saying it's a banger. I will be the judge of that, of course.
I think it is interesting that her little mom group drama Scandal came out the same week as her dropping new Certified Heat. Do you think that is a coincidence timing wise, or
okay. All right, Hits Daily Double. I
the
think
powers
it's more,
that be. Is this Ari Emanuel's hand in here?
I think all of the blood-sucking power agents are involved in this somehow. But I think the
so Tisdale is merely a martyr for this tryst.
Well, Tisdale writing a personal essay for The Cut is a crime that should be punished by law, no matter what the subject is. But kind of throwing her celebrity.
Our guest
mom,
may have done that.
That's true. We'll wait and ask her. But the throwing other celebrity moms who are just trying to raise their kids with 3 nannies and a Rivian.
The drop-off line is hard enough. Right?
Yeah, like I don't know what look, I don't know what the problem is over at Crossroads, but you guys got to get it together. Everybody, there's a level of celebrity where you're supposed to keep that stuff among yourselves. Even at the Ashley Tisdale level. There's a sort of understood, like, we're in this, most people aren't, let's keep it to ourselves. Ashley Tisdale broke the seal for $300 on The Cut. And I'm sure it did. I'm sure it's doing numbers. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's doing quite well, but at what cost? Them Jean's voice.
Well, at what cost? And then, if I would say it's a tall order trying to convince the rest of the world that Mandy Moore could do wrong. You know what I mean?
No, Mandy Moore is a statuesque beauty that we love and respect and have always loved and respected, even though she couldn't make it work with Ryan Adams. But that's a whole nother, I don't have time to get into that.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Like a jar of truffle oil. I'm not buying it.
It's definitely not her. It's him. All right. We have a guest today. Zoe Dubno is a writer. Her book, Happiness and Love, a novel, is out everywhere now, wherever you get books. I'm seeing 2 covers online. I'm assuming there's a UK version and a US version. But the best part about this is Zoe, so accomplished, went to college in Newark, Jason. So I just want you
For real? Trade college?
yeah, she's a mechanic as well. But there's stuff to do in Newark besides get on an airplane. And I just wanted to kind of point that out.
This is exciting.
Before we get started.
Let's give her a Zoom. Hold
yet.
on. Okay, let's give Zoe a call.
Are you wearing a nose strip, like an air breather? Are we not supposed to talk about the visuals?
You can talk about it. I don't care. I mean, it's an audio only podcast.
I've never seen someone wearing that in
on Zoom
around, except for like an old man that I know.
Well,
I like around.
As far as 1 minute ago, Jason's an old man, so it's not really that. It's in the same zone.
No, I'm talking about a 90-year-old. I'm sorry, I didn't go to college in Newark. I went to Oberlin, which is in Ohio.
Oh.
But I did my fiction MFA in Newark, but what I will say is it was mostly on Zoom because it was COVID.
Okay,
so I really didn't have to go to Newark that often.
Bullet
dodge. So I know that Rutgers is a popular learning institution. I assume it's a commuter school for someone in your position.
Yes.
No matter what, no one's living in Newark.
Yes, but you know what? Newark is nice. Kind of. There are nice elements of Newark.
Of course, I'm sure. I mean, New Jersey gets a bad rap overall. I would say.
I had probably never been to New Jersey like as an active choice, besides to go through it until I did my MFA at Rutgers, and a lot of the other people were New Jersey-ish people, and they kept getting mad at me because I kept being like, wait, New Jersey's actually kind of nice. Like, I kept being like, wait, guys. And they were like, yo, we live here. But I was shocked.
I think as you get a little bit older and your priorities in life change, I think,
my dad is,
New Jersey's bosom becomes more.
How did you get there?
More enticing.
My parents are my dad is from New York, and like New Jersey was always like an epithet, like a negative. Just it's so New Jersey.
It was the butt of a joke forever.
It's the worst thing that you could be was New Jersey. So then to see that it was actually just like normal suburbs houses Like, I don't like Westchester that much, but it's just the same. I thought that there was,
Of course.
something
Yeah.
extra bad.
I mean, I think I think that would you rather, this is a fun question. Would you rather live in New Jersey or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. Duh.
But see, why? What carries a worse stigma to you?
Is that a duh, Zoe?
Two things. I got my driver's license 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations. Welcome to adulthood.
Thank you.
Damn, you're so NYC with it. That's crazy.
I'm 30. It was that I'm 30. And then I was like, well, yeah, I didn't need a license until my boyfriend was basically like, I don't like being the only adult. Like, it's fine that I'll drive, but like, let's say we're somewhere, like we went on a long drive somewhere in France, and he was like, let's say I broke my leg. Like, let's say that. Then I would have to drive with a broken leg.
Yeah, that's what a fucking man does. I guess your boyfriend doesn't listen to fucking
true?
Joe Rogan. I don't want a chick driving.
No, he doesn't.
I would just call it Uber.
Call Uber. I don't think they have Uber in like Provence, like the deep, or maybe they do. They probably do.
In deep Provence.
It's like getting a haircut. If I show up and I see a chick, I say I'm gonna wait for the next guy. I'm not getting my haircut by a chick, and I'm not.
Really?
Tell your man to stop traveling to places with roads, man. I just go to
well, that's what he
islands
said.
where it's like golf carts.
That's what he said. He was like, we're never going anywhere with roads again unless you learn how to drive. and so then I was like, okay, fine. Because I like to do it,
cool.
and then I make demands, being like, because we were in Marseille, and I was like, we have to rent a car, we have to do, and he's like, oh, fine, but I get it, because now that I know how to
AKA
drive,
you have to rent a car.
Now that I know how to drive, I'm like I drove on the highway for the first time, and I was like, this is so scary that I'm in charge and I could kill people, including my friends and family, and everything. So now I'm like, I'm glad that I know how to drive.
But do you know how to drive, Zoe? I know you technically have your I know you have a document that says you're legally allowed to, but you're not exuding confidence behind the wheel. Okay, what kind of car do you have, Zoe? Sorry.
I don't have a car. I have a Zipcar membership, which is really nice.
Throw your Z's up.
My brother said that he will put me on my brother and I live in the same building, and he said he'll put me on the insurance of his Audi. But I'm like, actually don't. Because I'm going to crash it. Like, I really don't want to crash it. And that's why the Zipcar, it's like, I got the maximum coverage.
Okay.
Like, it's like, if I crash it, they probably pay me or something.
You're coming out on top. What is the,
or whatever.
What is the, I used to drive a Zipcar, when I first moved to New York, and I would always get in them, and it would clearly have been used for a drug deal or sexual intercourse just minutes before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, that's still the case.
It smells bad in there. It smells bad.
Right.
But I'm not using
You got to go to IKEA, though.
That often. Like, I went to the Korean spa.
Are you getting the nicer car at least, or are you getting the Honda Civic with backwards on the floor?
Same.
Oh, okay.
No, so I had driving lessons from a beautiful man named Waleed, and he had the driving thingy car was, I believe, a Prius or some kind of Toyota, that shaped thing. So I now will only rock the Toyota, whatever you call that shape of car.
Okay, you like a small, mid-size,
regular
vehicle.
Yeah, regular. Because
it's not a Mini Cooper, but it's not a 7 Series.
My dad is crazy.
It's like a car that somebody who went to Oberlin would drive, probably.
Yeah, because especially if you're rich and you're trying to hide it. If you're rich and trying to hide it.
No, that's called a Subaru. That's what makes a Subaru. Is that someone from Oberlin?
A Prius and a Subaru, they swim in similar circles.
But they don't have ice. It doesn't have ice handling, does it? Because it gets so icy. It gets so icy. I listened to your episode yesterday or whatever with that very nice guy that lives in Ohio. And I was thinking, I lived in Ohio in a liberal arts college town. And
so that episode hit different for you, Queen.
Well, yeah. Well, I was really thinking, imagine some like hipster man got rid of all of his clothes while I was at Oberlin. We would have gone crazy. But you actually didn't even need that, because that's what all the thrift stores there are anyway. Like, they're just full of like.
See, the difference is Aaron lives in Ohio and drives a 911 with snow tires on it.
Oh my God.
Zoe, you're a married woman. You need to stop. Just chill down over there.
Yeah, you're getting a little too excited about Aaron.
First of all, I'm not married. I have a fiance. But also, that's crazy.
To live in Ohio?
To drive that around in Ohio? Yeah. What?
Do you say drive that round? That's a nice little
drive that round.
Did I say that?
I don't think that, but I assumed Oberlin.
I don't know if that was an Ohio.
I feel like Oberlin has plenty of Subarus, but I also feel like there's a lot of like, oh, this is my parents' old Land Rover Discovery. That's more.
No, there's none of that. Oh my God, you'd get literally stoned to death. You'd get stoned to death if you had a Land Rover, even an old one.
So you have to pretend that you're middle class no matter what.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, there was a guy who his dad was on the board of the college, and he would wear this like really crusty hat and had this like patchy beard, and would always be like smoking rollies outside of the library and like bumming like filters off of people, being like, oh, like I'm a little like
He's
like,
picking
he'd
out
be like,
cigarette butts
"Oh
from the
my
trash can.
God. And I'm like, your dad is the chair of the board of our college. Okay.
Okay,
Like,
but Zoe, answer me this. Was he hot though?
no,
Okay.
no.
What is the classic? Give us a breakdown of classic. What is a classic Oberlin hot guy? Like, what are the kind of virtues?
Anyone who is over 5'8" is
Okay.
immediately a 10. Well, first of all, I'm 5'9", maybe even 5'10". So like that, seriously, if I'm going to say above 5'8", like that's what you have to understand.
Okay, if you're 5'10" after a skiting sesh, but 5'8",
right.
damn, that's a low
That's right.
bar.
It's a low
So you're
bar.
saying all these little nerds that want to write books and vote for Bernie are short.
A lot of the time. But no, there were a couple of tall kings, and the way that they, behaved, like it's like, oh, you could really slaughter. And also at that college, like it was full of hot chicks. Like, and I don't say this because it's like so annoying when girls are always like, oh my God, all my friends are beautiful and there's no like hot guys in the world. Like, no, actually, my best friend who's a guy, it was like obscene what he was getting up to, and never again in his life has he been able to like top the kind of doggery that he was doing there. like we've been friends since you were 2 years old. I've seen his whole life. Like,
You said the sheer doggery?
the doggery. Yeah, the doggery.
Is the Oberlin mascot a squirrel?
No. Well, kind of. The Oberlin mascot is, why are we talking about Oberlin so much? The Oberlin mascot is a yeoman, which is a farmer that works the land. And I believe also, I think he's a land owning farmer to separate himself from perhaps the peasantry, the serfs. I believe a yeoman is a, man
So
who owns his own thing.
he does have slaves.
And then they would call the girl, does he? No, because Oberlin is a very abolitionist place.
Okay.
It was
Oh,
the
you
first
don't
college.
say. Oh, you
No, but
don't
it was.
say.
It was a thing on the Underground Railroad. There was like a place, like you couldn't see it.
Oh,
and
okay.
they were the first college to let in Black people, like the first integrated college.
Well, but there's not anymore now.
No, there are.
So-
There are. I mean, there's
Oh,
fewer than there are white people. There's a shit ton of white people, but it's not.
When you showed up to Oberlin, how far into the pitch did they tell you that they were the first people to accept Black people?
That's before she signed
Before.
up. That's on the website. It's a
Before.
scrolling bar on the website.
Okay. Well, I just Googled Oberlin mascot, and currently, as of 2019, right before COVID, really interesting, their mascot is an albino squirrel named Yobi.
No, so that's always been the unofficial mascot. The unofficial mascot was always the albino squirrel, because there's these like white squirrels all around Oberlin, and it's like a thing, and there's a nasty drink.
Of all the colors of the squirrels, wouldn't you know?
I'll tell you what, these white squirrels sound like
They're
these guys that
cute.
are under 5'8". You're saying these are different. Okay, I got it.
So when you and
all
your
right.
friends get a little too tipsy off the fireball shots, you say, "We're gonna go squirrel hunting today."
Oh my God. Like to eat a squirrel? To eat one?
No, to
No.
go try to fuck some short guys.
Oh,
find some shorties.
Hello.
I get it.
And you don't have to say that they're albino, because we all know.
So what are the look? All right, so these guys are short, but are they swaggy at least? Is there a level of je ne sais quoi?
Yeah, everyone is in a like noise band or some kind of like punk adjacent like Midwest emo, even though they're from Brooklyn, band. And like they've got the big fat carabiner of like 37 keys to nothing, and like the Carhartt pants. Because if you wanted to like purchase workwear items, you had two options. There were new workwear items at extremely good stores at extremely good prices, or all of the thrift stores are full of like legit, like, people stuff. And so everyone was looking amazing. Like everyone was like, it was an amazing, and the girls, everyone was dressed. It was like a, ad for, I don't know what, like Kim Gordon or something.
Okay.
Yeah, Kim Gordon advertising, of course, famously loves to promote herself.
You could advertise at Oberlin. Kim Deal. She's from Ohio.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, boring.
Wow, that's a great
She
point.
can play
actually.
a bass.
I didn't know you had. All right, so but would you left Ohio as soon as you could? Still, I assume you didn't like it that much.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. Well, look, I don't know. Ohio to Newark.
You can't live there. First of all, I didn't even know how to drive. I'm in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, not knowing how to drive, relying on like my friends from LA to drive me to like the wine store. Like you had to know how to drive, and I just still refused because I was too scared.
That's the perfect place to learn. To be fair, but I understand you had other priorities.
You sound like every boyfriend that I had in college.
Yeah, because guys are smart.
I'm gonna teach you how to drive.
No, I didn't say I was going to teach you. That's very different.
I know now.
I wanted to shift gears a little bit. You've said being from New York is a mental illness.
Yeah. I guess it's just not really a healthy way of existing, but it's the only way that you like can exist if you're, I think, from New York. I don't know when I said, is that in my book? I think I said that probably in the book. But I don't know. I'm thinking of like one of my friends, his mom is like an 80-year-old lady who's from the West Village. And during COVID, he tried to get her to like come to his house in Vermont. And she drove, like an 80-year-old woman, she drove from the West Village to Vermont. And then after maybe like I think 24 hours was like, gotta get back. Like everything's like, gotta get back. Like, and that is kind of how I am. Like if I'm in nature and stuff for a little bit too long, I'm like, but what if I need to like go in Dwayne Reed for no reason?
I know. I mean,
you need to have proximity to medical supplies and pharmaceuticals and things like that at all times.
Or just like whatever, like nail clipper. You know,
anything. I mean,
Sure.
I was reading somewhere it was complaining about the DoorDash thing. Like the whole point of New York is that you can go get whatever you want all the time, and we've started to now just stay inside of our tiny houses and have guys bring us a coffee. It's like it's actually insane. That's the whole point of living. That's what you're paying for is the convenience.
I know. And then stuff closes. And then because of these DoorDash idiots, like I used to have 3 Dwayne Reeds within a 5-block radius of me, and that's beautiful. Like that's a beautiful thing. And now I only have 1.
We've covered the great pharmacy shutdown, and it is shocking, honestly. My favorite though is I saw the CVS by Dwayne Reed. Have you seen that sign? Because like it's like they bought.
Is that a collab?
Wait, what?
Or Dwayne Reed
Walgreens.
Walgreens. I'm sorry, it's Walgreens by Dwayne Reed is the sign, and I was like, wow, that is extremely confusing stuff up there.
Can I tell you something sad? Which is that when I lived in Ridgewood.
That is sad. I'm sorry for your loss.
I know the that's where I moved after I finished Oberlin. The Walgreens was actually a Walgreens, not a Dwayne Reed. Like because we were so far outside of the city that it was like not Dwayne Reed branded. And I was like, I gotta move. Like my mom came to visit me and she was like, why do you live where like Archie Bunker lives? This is fucked up.
You're right here in Ridgewood next to Archie Bunker, bitch. We paid too much for this college. Get a job.
That's right. She was like, it's kind of cute.
Well,
why?
Walgreens is having the last laugh on you, Manhattanite losers. Dwayne Reed's days are numbered, guys. Because you guys have too many criminals.
Yeah, those places, you can't go in those places because there's nothing for sale. That's like the whole, I mean, that's really the issue.
I know.
That's why I have to have my nail clippers dropped to me from a drone onto my rooftop, and I go up there while I'm tanning.
Is that for real?
No. That was also from your book where you said people who can't afford to go travel during the summertime to the Hamptons or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They try to convince other people that tanning on the rooftop is chic.
That's true.
If they're hot, it is
no,
chic.
But
though.
I was just wondering if in LA you guys really have drones.
Yeah, drone delivery is a real thing. Yeah, not in all parts of the country, but on Amazon in certain areas you can order something and a drone goes to your backyard and drops a package of whatever it is, and that's it.
The flying drone.
Flying drone, yes.
Oh wow, Jason, I didn't even know that.
Really?
No, I've seen the little like robot delivery things, but I've never seen.
Yeah, it's not really in places where you guys hang out. It's more rural locations where they have bigger landing areas.
It's like
you need
Uber
some more
Chopper.
acreage.
You can find it if you want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But people are doing it as like a party game. I guess that's how dark our existence is, where like you'll order some beers or whatever and have the drone drop it in your backyard, and it's like that's the activity of your of your hang sesh.
I gotta say that's pretty sick. I mean,
Alternatively, it is pretty sick.
if you need a 6-pack in the local gas station, it's a 20-minute drive away, and for 30 minutes I get a drone delivery. I mean, that's pretty good.
I can't drive. I'm drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta get the drone.
I'm drunk as hell.
What's that thing called where they come and in LA it's like a little robot man.
What is it called? I don't know what the company is called actually.
I think it's Samo.
Oh,
Let me see
wait, but
here.
isn't Waymo the car? Is it the same company?
It may be the same. I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called Samo. It's the autonomous food delivery robot from Serve Robotics. That's a Serve, honey.
Ew.
That's a Serve. I've never used that. That's too far for me.
No, I see it every day. Like I had drinks and dinner 2 nights ago at Stir Crazy on Melrose, and there's just constant Samo activity going back and forth. And I always wonder who is like, put my pho and egg roll delivery in this plastic box, drive it down through a maze full of human feces, and then hope that somebody doesn't steal it, and then you go downstairs and your food's in there. It just feels
Hey,
so...
bro, I need my Van Leeuwen stat, and I gotta get.
If I was down on my luck and unhoused, I would be robbing those little Samos every single day.
Can you bust them down that easy?
I don't think it's that easy. But when there's a will, there's a way. I'm smoking that Tina. I got a screwdriver. I'm getting in that bitch. you know?
Yeah.
It's funny that you saw it at Stir Crazy, because the only person I know who's told me that they've gotten it is my friend Rebecca, who owns the bookstore next to Stir Crazy and is married with the Stir Crazy guy. And she told me that she would get like little treats on that. Or maybe it was her friend that works there also.
I don't know why we're so offended.
It makes sense over there.
I don't know why we're so offended by it, because I feel like it's like anything else. You make fun of it until you do it, and you're like, well, this is pretty good. I mean,
I'm not offended by it. I just really hope that it leads, which it obviously won't, to like everybody just getting paid to do nothing. But
you're looking okay. So you're
it gets rid of the job, but it's fine because that person just gets paid.
We're all being replaced.
Yeah,
we're all being replaced by robots. But by the time that happens, we'll just figure out a universal basic income, and everything's going to be okay, right, guys?
There's that book, Full Luxury Automated Communism. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this concept. I know I live in Zoran's New York, but he's busy fixing potholes, so I think he's kind of not
For
focused
listeners
on...
at home, when she said hell yeah, she also did some kind of like rock and roll, like double horns with her hands.
The
is that the
horns.
shaka?
Shaka is this.
No, I did this.
You did horns.
Okay.
I did the rock and roll.
You did the rock and roll. You did like I'm a badass rocker kind of.
This is the shaka.
Oh my god,
this is the shaka, and then
this
this means I love you in sign language. Okay.
Oh wait, and another Oberlin thing. There was like a llama, and you'd make this with your hands to say that you were in agreement at the food co-op.
Oh my god!
What the fuck did you just say to us?
Y'all are fucked up. We're going to NYU like an adult. What the fuck are you doing out there?
No, ew.
Llama?
NYU.
Llama?
Yeah.
My nieces learn sign language at school, and I was like, why the fuck aren't you learning a real language? What the fuck? What good is this gonna do? How many fucking deaf people do you know? Like, learn Spanish.
There's tons of deaf people.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. There's better ways to spend time if you're gonna learn a language.
I
Sign
disagree.
So you're
language.
saying
Because-
work big to small is what you're saying.
Yeah, I was just like, that's cute.
I disagree.
How could you
Knowing
disagree?
some sign language is amazing. No, because my aunt is a deaf educator and like hard of hearing, and she teaches sign language in like the public schools. Not to
all right, here we go.
She
Well,
helps
good
the
for
deaf
her.
people.
Must be
No,
nice.
but what I'm saying is it's actually amazing, because when you hang out with deaf people and they're all just signing, like they're all just signing with each other.
It's like when I get my
and you don't know what
it's like
they're
when
doing.
I get my nails done, I can't understand what they're saying about me.
That's right.
It's the same
That's
shit.
right.
I'm not
I think
saying
that's
Which
pretty
is why
cool.
it's more important and beneficial for Chris to learn Vietnamese or Chinese instead
I'm
of
studying Vietnamese right now, actually, because I know they're talking shit about my big old dogs over.
The only things that he can say right now is white devil. And the other,
They just kept saying it over and over, so I finally looked it up and I realized it was white devil.
I learned how to say honky in Vietnamese today, wouldn't you know?
Yeah, I just
Okay, so
Gorgeous man.
I want to gorgeous man. I want to
That's what they're
transition into
saying.
to food. We talk about food on this pod a lot, and there's some food subjects in your book, so I feel like you're a little at least food adjacent. You said receiving someone's salad dressing recipe is a signifier that you've had sex with the dressing maker. has this been ripped from the headlines of your own life? Have you ever been shagging a salad artist and he or she or they bestowed you their vinaigrette ratios?
Did you have sex? Did you have sex with Paul Newman before he died? That's crazy.
Oh my God. I wish. Even at like 90, like, oh yeah.
You would tap that 90-year-old. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
kidding?
Who wouldn't?
Get over here. Bring a vinaigrette and hurry.
Yeah, that's ew. Actually, I wouldn't, because those for the reason of the salad dressing, because I don't want that. Like the bottle salad dressing is so nasty.
What do you stop
So
being
gross.
a snob? What's wrong with the bottle?
Look, it's Paul.
It's like emulsified. To be honest with you, I plead the fifth on that, because suddenly I have a memory involving the salad dressing that somebody once told me about. And I now am realizing that, yeah, like I think when I wrote it, I was just like making a joke.
Would you have answered that question if you weren't engaged?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But I doubt my boyfriend will listen to this. Like, I doubt he'll listen to, I mean,
You don't know. He's probably in our demo. Unless what does he do for a living? Is he like a fucking?
He's so not in your demo that it's amazing and like angelic and sweet. Like,
What
I
does
feel
he
like
do for a
every
living?
ex-boyfriend I've ever had is in your demo. And then my boyfriend literally didn't know who the Grateful Dead was recently. Like, he's like,
I mean,
he's British.
That's amazing.
So he's more of a fish guy.
No, like, yeah, he doesn't know what that is either. Like, he's like, I don't know what's weirder, not knowing what the Grateful Dead is, or like following the Grateful Dead around, like, which is actually the weirder thing. Like,
That's a good point.
Really good point.
yeah.
Okay, so you got a British square. He doesn't know anything about your cool stuff, but what does he know about? What is he an expert in?
He is an expert in languages. He speaks like 8 languages.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's like a PhD. He's just like a nerd. He's a true nerd. But you know what he does know, because he's British? Both of his parents were punks, like actual punks. Like his mom had one of those amazing hairdos. Like not anymore,
Sure.
but when they were young.
You mean like a mohawk?
No, like she had like it's Vidal Sassoon, right? Like,
yeah, like
when
the
it's
OG.
like
yeah.
the OG punk, like really. I actually have his,
Like a Chelsea cut? Like only bangs in the front?
oh my God, no, that would be like, you mean the thing where the skinheads shave the whole head off and then that?
Yeah,
That's
No,
right.
that would
That's
be
right.
crazy.
Like a punk haircut.
No, like the punks.
You said
from
that she had a cool
before.
hairdo.
The punks from
she's
before.
referencing Vidal Sassoon, so it's more of a salon cutting edge cut of the
like
70s and 80s.
It's like where it's literally standing up on your head, like giant, like
Mohawk.
thing.
It's just a
Liberty
mohawk.
spike.
Liberty
No,
spike.
but the whole hair, the whole whatever. Okay, whatever.
Like Marge Simpson? You talking about
Whatever.
Marge Simpson or
It's
like
actually
Kid and
sort
Play?
of similar to the Marge Simpson, but just shorter. Like it's like
My
just
mother-in-law
going
looked
straight
like
up.
Marge Simpson.
It's going straight up.
Okay, so your fiance's dad or your fiance's mom is a black guy. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool little high and tight fade. Very cool.
They're so progressive over there.
Okay.
British people aren't really known
Okay,
for that.
so your man is a British linguist.
Yeah.
And he teaches
But
he
he's so
teaches
weird.
language, I'm assuming.
He's so weird because they weren't allowed to, like, he never listened to the Beatles until recently, because he only was allowed to, it was like his dad was like, the Beatles, that's gay. Like, we listened to David Bowie in this house. Like, so
That's
and then
cool.
we were listening to the Beatles and he was like, this is pretty good. Is this like an indie band from like the 2000s? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This
Damn,
is
I didn't
Revolver.
realize Interpol sounded like this. This is
Is your
sick.
fiance 13? How does
No,
he manage
he's-
to get
I
through
don't know,
life?
34. That's I don't know. That's what I kept being like, I don't know. But then you know what? He's read like every book in the history of the world, basically. So
Okay.
I'm always like,
Okay.
all right, I guess you got
He chose to
something.
focus. He chose to focus on other things.
That's right.
Okay.
But it is funny because I'm like, you've ended up with me who like worked at V Files. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I'm an idiot.
Nice way to slide that in. Nice way to slide that in, Zoe.
I didn't know you were a V Files graduate.
Oh yeah, I wrote a lot of the V Files videos. I wrote and edited a lot of the V
With
Files videos.
what's the chick's name now that has like a kid that moved away that was like the
Danielle?
yeah.
Oh my God, I love Danielle.
I love Danielle
I didn't write
too.
Danielle's videos. I didn't write Danielle's videos. That's all 100%.
You're telling me that the V Files Corporation had enough foresight to have someone pre-write that stuff?
No, not that. Please, not that. I wrote all of there was a robot like video, V Files Data, where it was about fashion history. And it was basically just text to speech scripts that I like research and write about fashion history. It was it was while I was at Oberlin.
Okay.
It was a very fun little side job.
Wow, that is funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess speaking of fashion, and we could talk about V Files and stuff, but you were talking about something that I've always wondered about as well. in your book the kind of giant fashion magazines that cost $79 at Mulberry Iconic. And, who is this for? Who's buying it? Who's making it? Is it a money laundering front for Russian oligarchs? Is it, a Nepo baby's pet project? Do you think those are going to be the only magazines that are left in our not too distant future?
Oh my God, that's a scary question. What if those were the only magazines left? Like, they don't have any words in them. I like some of them, but that would be crazy.
They are lacking. They are lacking in words. I will agree with you on that.
I know.
I don't think people buy those magazines for words, though.
I know, but like, I don't go to the bookstore
for a beautiful editorial shoot, right?
They're gorgeous, but let's say you go to the airport and you're at the Hudson News and you can only buy like, actually, I love this magazine. My friend does it, Scenery. And it's like, okay, so I'm on like an 8-hour flight. I've got a picture book. And I'm like,
damn, these couches are sick.
And it weighs 30 pounds.
You tried to bring the magazine on, and the gate agent's like, sorry, they put it inside the little luggage thing and it doesn't fit. They're like, we got to check that.
Check it. Gotta check that. Here's a tag. Just going back to 36A.
Well, I mean, so if it is like a money laundering front or a front for something nefarious, Chris has more eyeballs on it because he's a part of the media a little bit more so.
Yeah.
How exactly does that laundering launder?
Jason, none of those things make enough money to make it worth it laundering. That's the problem.
I think it's their intention is not to make money, it's to hide money, I guess, right?
Right, like that place Rice to Riches, like the rice pudding place?
Of course,
like,
of course.
My aunt, I don't know if I should talk about this.
For listeners at home, there's a restaurant in the middle of Manhattan that just sells rice pudding, and
there's more than one location actually now. They've expanded.
It appears to be very popular, and that nobody goes there at the same time. It's a marvel that it exists.
But it was started as a money laundering thing, and then it accidentally became too famous.
I've heard that rumor. I've heard the rumor that it was a money laundering thing, but you're saying they had to chill out because it got popular.
Yeah, because they were like, what does everybody hate? Rice pudding. Great. We'll have a company, we'll get no sales, and then we'll just launder our money. But then everyone was like, this rice pudding, kind of delicious. And then they were like doing too well to launder the money. But I don't know if that's true. That's like one of those like,
I want that
things.
story to be true. I mean, I feel like that's a
Me
TV
too.
show
Me too.
plot right there. It's an amazing idea.
I used to walk by Rice to Riches all the time when I was going to Pinkberry, which clearly has been outlasted for, at this point, a decade by the Rice to Riches.
Basically cold rice pudding.
Yeah, they opened another one, though, which leads me to believe that your theory is correct.
Zoe, have you had the rice pudding?
It's really good. It's so good. It's so nasty though. It's like, it's too, you shouldn't eat that. Like they're right. You eat it and you're like, I shouldn't be eating this, but it's actually so good.
Can you give me a mouthfeel description as someone who hasn't sampled it?
It's like super creamy, but then there's bits. Like there's like little bits. Like it's like it's not. It's like imagine a smoothie. Like a smoothie was not a smoothie. Like what's like unctuous? It's unctuous.
I think maybe something like a clam chowder. It's a silky, smoothie, rich thing, but then there's a bit in here.
Bro, hell no. Clam chowder. Now I can never have it.
Okay, Chris, here's a better analogy for you. An acai bowl with blueberries and diced pineapples.
Don't get me
and
too
little
excited
bits mixed
now.
in there.
Don't get me too excited. But I mean,
that's too good of a texture. That's
what
a better
about
texture.
what about like boba?
Got it.
No,
boba too
boba
big
are,
of a
like,
surprise.
Distinct. Boba are like distinct. Like this is just like a kind of like a gelatinous layer, and then suspended within are these like not quite hard enough to be very distinct, because it's not like a crunchy bit. It's like a soft bit also, but just like
it's like a raisin.
Like a
what is what? But you can choose flavors, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a vanilla, whatever.
But I'm saying you're not going raw dog. You're getting like cacao.
Let me get a
or some
rice
shit
flavor.
On it.
I think I got cinnamon. I think I've gotten
hey,
cinnamon.
Poppy, let me get
cinnamon is a classic rice pairing. Okay,
not Alki-way.
Do you have a connection with watercress soup?
Watercress soup.
The Aki-way?
The Aki-way. Watercress, do you guys remember when like they would have so much watercress at Dimes? That was just, I remember where every I just remember that.
Is that like a really cheap ingredient?
I don't know, but it was just, I discovered watercress from Dimes. I just was like, wow, watercress. This is like it must be 10
That's
years
cool
ago.
because most people go to Dimes and discover that they're non-binary, but you discovered.
I discovered the tangy
I go there and I
taste.
discover, wow, tofu costs $38. I didn't know that.
Do they have?
How is this? How is this salmon more expensive than Balthazar? Anybody got
I'm
the
glad
answers?
that Dimes is still open and thriving
Bro,
in
Dimes is
2025.
delicious.
Dimes is the
Every
best
time I go
food.
there, I'm like, this is exactly what I want to eat, and then I don't go for 6 months.
Have you guys been to that restaurant near there called Food?
No.
No,
It's like
I'm
food
not,
with
I'm
like
not
5
going,
O's.
I'm not going to his.
Food?
You're familiar with the history of that, though.
I don't know.
It's like it's next door to Time Again.
Oh, that guy. Yes, I know. It's what's his face, the painter man.
Lucian, but it's it's like something that
Yeah.
existed in the 80s. Like the
Yes,
and
I know.
he has brought it
Yes.
back.
It's like but I'm seeing some of the photos of the I've heard only bad things, but I'm seeing photos of the food, and
Yes.
I hate to admit the food looks like it's of interest to me. Like
What do
what
they
they're
got?
serving. It's just very
do they
regular
got?
food, but the way that it's being plated and presented is in a it's like so plain that it's new and novel. There's
Can I ask
like
you a question?
a beautiful steak with onion rings on it. It was just like a steak with a side of onion rings, and it just looked good. You know, there's no bullshit. on
Okay,
it.
I was hoping you were going to say it was presented like a Krishna nourishing meal for
no.
the body, but you're saying
But just everything is just very plain, but in a refreshing way, if that makes sense.
I love it because it was open for 1 week before New York Magazine wrote like a takedown on it. I'm
Yeah.
like, relax, guys. Let this motherfucker
Yeah.
try at least. Because the idea is really interesting and the history is really interesting. I think it's really hard to run a restaurant if you've never done it before. If that's like, oh, I'll figure it out is a crazy
Yeah.
thing to do.
You do have to get permits, and you do have to tell the city that your business is happening, and you do have to accept credit card payments.
I also think, and don't quote me on this, but I think you have to pay the employees, or sometimes they get upset as well.
yeah, sometimes you got.
Were they not?
I think there was a litany of issues, but it's still open. So I mean, I guess it's not that bad
God.
because I feel like it'd be closed. I didn't realize
Zoran
that.
kept it open.
I didn't realize where that was. No, Zoran's, but Zoran's eating Mr. Chow every night, high on the hog. Little rich motherfucker.
Your usual table, Mr. Mamdani?
I loved that when they were mean to him about going to Omen. I was like, yes,
Yeah, it was amazing.
he is my president. Like, I live in a rent stabilized apartment. Zoran lives in a rent stabilized apartment. I shouldn't be eating at Omen, but I do anyway. Like, yes, that is
Okay.
what it is.
If nothing else, I want a mayor who is down to pay $40 for an avocado salad, just like me. That's when I finally
Yeah.
see myself in governance.
It's worth it.
It's also like, sorry, he gets a little treat. Like, not all, like, what? That's so bad to have a delicious treat. You know what? He's probably not door dashing, spending like $60 for no
No.
reason on like some stupid bullshit, the way that people who get DoorDash for dinner, like tech, my brother works in tech, so I see the lifestyle. I love that guy, but I'm like, okay, you guys are like getting like my brother actually recently was like to me, like, did you know that if I didn't do DoorDash like every day, like cooking at home, it like saves you so much money? I'm like, are you fucking? It's so stupid.
Did you know that the same $35 I spend to have a guy bring a bagel to me on a bicycle
Yeah.
can buy
I'm like,
groceries
It's cool
for like
because
a
I see your
whole
brother's
freaking day?
a genius too. I'm sure he's very
Yeah.
smart and is just
He's so smart, and he's a really good cook too. But like the only time he cooks is when he's like doing a giant project of like, oh, I'm gonna make like lasagna where I've made the like pasta from scratch and the thing. And
So he factors in the opportunity cost of cooking. That's time he could be making money. So
Right.
it's a fool's
That's
errand.
exactly
Right.
how I feel,
Yes.
Jason. That's exactly how I
Exactly.
I
feel.
might as well. I'll just take the money I've made and give it to an ugly person to bring the food to me.
Does he have a chick up there with him in his rent stabilized apartment, or is
he does.
Okay.
He's got a wife.
And wifey is down with the DoorDash lifestyle?
Well, they both work in tech.
They don't got time for this.
They're dinks. They're dinks. So they are both just like
Yeah.
dinking it up there. And
I think we need a new word for dinks in tech that needs to be a little more derogatory.
We need to,
Ooh.
yeah, there needs to be some additional
Dink teas.
letters. Dink teas added to the.
Dinkies.
Yeah, dink teas. That's when you tell your husband that you actually don't want to have kids, but you secretly do. No, we're gonna have dual income, no kids. And then as soon as you put the ring on, Fucking dink tease. She wants a kid now.
The fuck? I thought we talked about this.
My bros warned me it was gonna happen, but I didn't think so.
Fucking dink tease. I knew your stock was gonna vest, bitch. Like, I knew it.
Spend all my boat money on fucking diapers. Fucking
So do your parents, who do you think your parents like more, you or your brother?
Oh my God. Well, I can't say.
Because you're accomplished, because I'm saying you're accomplished in your own way. He might be a little more accomplished monetarily, is my guess.
He is, well,
Just
when I
based on-
sold my book, my brother's such a bitch. My brother was like, oh my God, you went from starving artist to lower middle class artist. I was like, you are a fucker.
Can we get your brother on the podcast?
Yeah, your
please?
brother sounds like our
you're
kind of
cool.
guy.
You're great, but
Actually, you guys should really help
Which
my
equinox
brother.
does he go to?
He does.
Which
No, so
equinox does
you
he
guys should help my brother because he wears skinny pants. He wears skinny pants and he refuses to wear jeans that are hard. He wears basically a jegging, like a jegging.
He wears
quality.
He wears the rag and bone sweatpant jeans.
He has a pair of those, and he wears exclusively Adriano Goldschmieds that his wife, who is a Maxinista, gets him. And
what the fuck is Adriana Goldschmieds?
You don't know AG? All right, so your brother
You
is
don't know
stacking
AG?
cash upstairs.
No,
but he's
I'm a
wearing-
straight guy.
He's wearing the skinny AGs like he got them from the denim
Yeah.
wall. At
Oh, just
Nordstrom.
AG
Yes.
denim. Okay, I know
he
what that
really
is.
Yeah.
judges me when I spend money on clothes. He spends his money on like ridiculous stuff, like technology items. Like
Does he have the Apple Vision Pro goggles?
no, he's not stupid.
He got like a sick ass 3D printer, dude.
He has a 3D printer. He does have one. But also it's stuff like he realized that he could figure out how to give me his internet. Like, and I was like, I don't care. It's fine. You don't need to. But he spent basically like hundreds of dollars and like an entire weekend, like running cable and like drilling holes through like the walls to like give me. He was like, I can't believe that you don't have FiOS. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe you're like paying for Spectrum. And he's like, like that's how he spends his money, like doing his little tasks. Like he loves that.
It's really cool to tell your little sister, I cannot believe you don't have FiOS. Is
I'm his
so
older
fucking-
sister. I'm his older sister. Like that's the thing. That's why it's okay.
Oh, you're saying this? You're saying that because you're young. So you're saying this motherfucker's what? 28?
Yeah.
Damn, he's 28.
He might even be 29 now. I think he's 29.
And he's married. He's already married.
Yeah, they got all of his friends are married. And I'm like, we're from New York. Like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, no, like all my friends.
Yeah,
they
how
all
did he
get
turn
married.
out so Mormon growing up in Manhattan?
I know.
Did he go to rehab when he was 14 or something?
No,
Kinda
he's
get out
like
of his
the
system?
best. He's like the like never misbehaving. He's like a true.
Okay,
you
so the
know.
answer to my earlier question is him. Then, as far as who your parents like more,
Well, my parents relate more to me,
sure.
but they like probably like he's a more easily likable individual.
I think whoever has a kid first is who's going to win this race.
That's true. That is
That's
true.
how it goes.
That's probably my parents are like so they want grandchildren so badly that they live on the Upper West Side and they've started just like babysitting random children in our building. Like they literally will just be like, oh yeah, I'm like I'll like call my mom and I'm like, what's up? She's like, oh, I'm picking up the girl from 3 from the grocery from school. You know,
My
bringing her
kids
home.
won't give me grandkids, so I've been forced to child traffic
Yeah.
in my local area.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys sound creepy. Like my dad is like, look at all the nice like coloring pages I printed out for the like little kids in the building. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, one of you guys is going to have to shit a kid out before your parents go to jail. I gotta say, 'cause
this is getting fucking.
it's not an if, it's a when.
They're waiting for the knock to come, and it could happen. That's fucking hilarious. What goes on? What did you grow up on the Upper West Side? I'm always fascinated.
Yeah.
I haven't spent much time on the Upper West. I feel like I'm more of an Upper East girl.
Oh my God, you got to. The Upper West Side is terrible, but it's the best place ever. It's it's kind of like I'm trapped here because I have my rent stabilized apartment. I don't think that I would live here otherwise, but it's so lovely. I mean,
Do you ever run into someone you know?
are you kidding? Today I was at the Equinox on the Upper West Side and I was doing that thing where you walk on the treadmill like uphill. And
12 3:30. We talk about it every fucking day on this podcast somehow.
Yeah.
that's what I do. People know about that?
Of course.
Yeah,
You think you're the only one
Okay,
that uses Instagram and looks at big butts?
I don't get it off Instagram. I Googled what should I do if I hate running. Like I literally AI told me to do that. Like the Google
Wait, other people
AI,
know about the treadmill at the
I-
gym?
You're telling me
Okay.
that other people walk? That's crazy, dude.
I Googled it because I only do yoga. Like I only do yoga. And then I was like, oh, I'm like dying of like heart disease or something. So I need to like incorporate, but I can't run.
Your cardio is shit.
I can't run. I just can't. I seriously can't do it. So I Googled how to do treadmill if you can't run. And then it told me to do that. So anyway, while I was doing that, next to me on the, like 2 away from me on the treadmill was a girl I went to middle school with. Coming out of the bar class was a boy from my high school's mom who I have his salad dressing recipe. And the
Nice.
also there's a girl from my synagogue, like my childhood synagogue, all on this like Equinox floor. And I was like, God damn, it's like this is why I go at noon usually.
Mhm.
You guys are in my
Let me ask you a follow-up question. Who looked the best? You can say yourself.
Okay, well, yeah, me. Or the mom. The mom was snatched. You know what I mean? Like the mom was snatched. But besides that, me.
Mom didn't have the new outdoor voices set on though, right?
Yeah, what kind of
That's
set
all
are
you.
you? Are you wearing your aloe mesh hat or you keep it low key?
Do we like outdoor voices again? I know they came out with a thing, but is it good now?
No.
Okay,
of course
okay.
not.
I didn't think so, but I got
They
scared
came
there that
out
I,
with a
like,
thing.
didn't know.
Re came out is really
I came out with the thing.
Everything has felt so topsy-turvy now for me. Like I feel like I used to know what like being like a health conscious, like medium anorexic, like insane person was all about. But then we got RFK, and then like all of the like MAGA healthy people are like fucking up everything. Because I'm like, what is healthy now? Like what is it to be like?
no.
You know?
We're doing a good job. The MAGA healthy people, like we've.
Oh, that's you.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Well, they just announced their new like food
Pyramid.
triangle, the pyramid.
What's on it? Celsius?
No, it's like it looks like a Sweet Green menu. Like it's like millennial designs, like nice typography. It looks like a cool website.
Yeah.
And grains are at the bottom, and then meat, dairy, blah blah blah, and at the very top, vegetables and produce. So it's a correct food
No,
pyramid.
at the very top is meat.
Oh, sorry.
Meat is at the top, and then vegetables are below it. Because that's when I was like, oh, fuck you. Come on. It can't really be true that that's what we're supposed to be doing, obviously.
We're protein maxing,
but I feel
bro.
very vindicated because Mark Hyman, who I actually think is like crazy, but also I make his recipes all the time. Mark Hyman came out with a Sweet Green menu, and my boyfriend forwarded it to me and was like, oh my God, like that's the salad I customized.
You
So
okay?
I'm feeling like a real
You and
genius.
Hyman are connected celestially. I saw that today because we were talking in the intro. They got Huberman over at Goop doing a salad.
Yeah.
And then this guy Hyman has a
Yeah.
salad at Sweet Green. Who is Mark Hyman and why is he your salad goat?
I prefer Hyman to Huberman because Huberman is like Hyman is like kind of weird also, and he will literally be like, mental illness is just about your diet. Like cancer, that's your diet. And you're like, okay, bro, like take a pause for a second. But he's Gwyneth Paltrow's actual doctor, and he has that thing Function, which I also think is just like crazy. Like I'm not doing that. But he has all these recipes that are like, oh, here's how to have like a soup that's like good. Like, if I don't know, I go to his website and I'll like look and I'll be like, okay, great. That's like how if I want to be healthy, I could, like,
Hyman steers you in the right direction usually.
yeah. Yeah.
But you're saying
you're
saying Hyman is a medical doctor.
He is a medical doctor. He is goopy doctor. He is the goopy doctor.
I am the goopy doctor. Not a bad position to be in.
But he's insane.
Is Huberman a doctor, Jason, or is he just a football player?
He's neither. He's like a professor at Stanford. He's like a scientist.
I swear to
yeah,
God.
but not in medicine.
That's,
Not in medicine.
I don't know. I mean, in
No, I don't
in
think
like
so.
neuroscience and health. And
I used
shit.
to
I
have
don't know.
respect. I used to have respect for universities, and then when Scott Galloway and Andrew Huberman are professors, I start to wonder what we're putting our kids through.
But Stanford is crazy. You know what book you should read if you haven't read it already? The book Palo Alto by Malcolm Harris. Do you know about that book?
No.
It's a history of Palo Alto from like the founding of San Francisco to now, and Stanford is really like the center of all of this like eugenesis, like
They're
it
the
was where
problem
they
over at Stanford.
like yeah no like yeah, like they used to have to when you would apply to Stanford, you'd have to include a picture and your height, and they would like let you in based on hot, and they would like pick
Well,
hot women for like
I don't see
to
a
like
problem
breed
And
with
with.
when you
that.
say hot, you mean race, of course, right?
Yes, race two, but it was like that's a beautiful 6 foot tall woman. Like we're getting
Right.
her.
Well,
Like
look? I think Stanford is, if nothing else, a more expensive nightclub. I don't really see the difference between the sort of door policies at these places.
Yeah, Stanford, they're I mean the whole Silicon Valley thing was like move fast and break things, and then the things that you should
Yeah.
break are people of color and uglies and fatties.
you don't
is
want
sort
any-
of what they're
oh my god.
I don't even know, but I can't think of, I'm trying to think of all the guys at my gym that wear the different collegiate logo dry fits, and the Stanfords are leaning a little too nerdy for my taste.
Yeah.
They're good looking generally,
really?
but they're not like the Dartmouth guy, you know?
Oh really?
they're looking like people who got 3D printers. No offense to
Yeah, it's like guys who are good looking, but like they turn the nerd up 30% more than they should have, you know?
Wow. I guess it's just been over the past, I don't know, 20 years they've stopped being like that or something.
They probably,
But
yes.
I think that's every Ivy League school now, right?
Well, yeah, it's just nerds now.
I think it was always a healthy dose of nerds.
I know, but I feel like there was a lot more like blue blood, like
We
you know,
want some more
legacy
jocks,
students.
you know, just some regular,
Yeah.
good old. Regular
No, I don't
people.
like jocks.
You don't want jocks?
It's just a bunch
Don't
of
act
like
like
virgin violin players who have like a 7.0,
Yeah, it's true.
and you're like, okay, this is.
Actually, my boyfriend is a jock. He is
I guess
a jock.
more so. We need more middle class college students, not just.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that by money. I mean that just by ability and skill.
What is your what sport does your boyfriend play? Archery doesn't count.
He's gonna be so mad at me for like saying this on live
Does he fight
camera or
robots?
whatever, but he played water polo at Oxford.
Okay, all right, that's not that. Okay,
So
Water
Okay.
polo?
now
That's not good.
I will say I'm hard, but I don't. That's not like I played soccer.
Does he have a photo of himself in a Speedo on his Instagram grid?
oh my god, he doesn't, but I have his Oxford Speedo and it's so tiny. Like it's like so tiny. And because the water polo Speedos, they like, you know, when they play water polo, they're all trying to rip each other's undies off.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
yeah.
they're like super tight so they don't fall off. And it's so funny.
I've never seen that on Heated Rivalry, but I've heard about
Yeah.
stuff like that.
They should have that.
You hold his Speedo up to yours, and
His is
it's
probably
like
smaller.
maybe
Like
His
it's
might be a little smaller.
So small. It looks like it's for a
a
little
fucking
boy.
little bitch.
Yeah.
Wow, that's okay. So is he still broad and shit, or is he chilled out now that he's just reading books all the time?
He is chilled out. Now he just plays squash like an old man. He's like
Oh my
always
God.
playing squash.
You should introduce him to some sports that you don't have to be rich to play. There's all kinds
Well,
of sports out
Water
there, you
polo
know?
and squash.
I know. But it's also
I'm just jealous,
British
Zoe.
people,
I'm just jealous.
I like
British
that.
people, you don't understand their infrastructure of sports that they have there for cheap.
It's different. It's different.
Unbelievable. They have
Mhm.
these leisure centers where it's like $10 membership with squash courts and pool, sauna thing. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but they don't look great, so they're not lifting weights.
Yeah,
they
Oh,
they
the
look
British.
all right.
No. I thought you meant the leisure center. I was like, no, some
No,
of
the
them are
leisure
really nice.
centers do look great. The people, I'm saying, I'm like, what are these guys doing?
I
They're
know.
boozing too much.
I know. They really are.
I wanted to ask you. You mentioned taking improv classes at some point in your life.
Oh my God.
and
When did I allow that to be publicly known?
Big mistake.
Taking those classes may have aided you in the writing process. And Chris is in the middle of doing some writing right now. Do you think he could benefit from some improv classes, and how did that help you out?
I think that the pyramid scheme, which was UCB, has folded though. So I don't know that they're still doing the improv class model that they used to do.
Right.
I loved it.
What was the model?
I, when I was in high school, took improv classes at UCB, and they basically had the students who were really good could like perform for free. They could audition and perform for free on the stages. And then if they were really good, they could perform for free on different stages. And then the best ones of the performers could be the teachers of the people. And it was like, how is this I don't understand how this is making any money. So I think some of the performers would eventually get paid, but it was mostly free performances. But I have to say, it was amazingly fun. Like it's so much fun to do I haven't done improv in like.
But why is it also the dorkiest thing on planet Earth?
So that's the problem. Like, that's the problem. If like cool people did it, it would be the best thing ever. But unfortunately, so many people that do it are huge dorks. And then you're like, well, I don't have anything to relate with you on. And like,
well, I think it's because cool people already possess those skills naturally, often.
no, but when cool people do improv, it's actually amazingly funny. Like, do you know there are these two guys, Aaron Jackson and Josh Sharp? They're like kind of around gay guy comedians. They're kind of in the like Bo and Yang sphere, but they are like cool gay dudes and they do improv and they're so funny. Like, and there were a bunch of people that did improv that were so funny. I really like doing it. I kind of miss doing it, but it's also too embarrassing. And I hate performing. I like don't like performing on a stage. I like get a stress blackout, you know. So
okay.
I don't
But
do
so
that.
fun. But so fun.
I loved every minute of it that I remember.
No, the classes. No, the classes
okay.
and practicing. Because you'd just be like with your friends, like doing this thing where you were all paying a lot of attention to each other and making these. It's basically what we're doing now, but you have to remember things and call things back and do like it's fun. I don't know, Chris, you should do it. I don't know how you would do it though, but you'd find it cringe.
I can't do that. I can't do anything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm in a prison of my own making.
In my class when I was a 17-year-old do you know the Kanye producer Mike Dean?
Of course, the GOAT.
Of course.
Mike Dean's girlfriend, who was this like hot, like super blonde, like
was she also 17?
Model. No, she was not that much older than me, but she was amazing looking. And then like we became friends. And that was so fun for me as a 17-year-old, like growing up in New York.
Were you smoking weed with Mike Dean?
No, not with Mike Dean, but I was like going for drinks with her with my fake ID. Like which was fun. Because even growing up in New York, like New York can be a very parochial place especially when people grow up there. Because basically everyone that I grew up with works in finance or is a lawyer.
Yeah.
There are like the people that aren't. But it was nice to just be like, you know, you could go out dancing with a fake ID or like go to Williamsburg and like see indie bands. But like you didn't get to really like branch out in that way.
Sure, you're going to have a cocktail at a nice place, let's say. You're not going to that's different. That is different.
Yeah.
God, I love Mike Dean so much. I forgot about him. One of my favorites.
Yeah, cool guy.
Have you seen how he dresses now?
Does he dress different than he used to?
He just looks stupider and stupider. Like he like switches up how stupid he looks depending on like who he's working with in this way that's like admirable, because he's just like, I don't know, man, I'm with Travis Scott. I'm gonna look like Travis Scott. It's like, bro, you're a 55-year-old white guy.
Oh, no.
You can't look like Travis Scott. Like,
I think the amount of weed he smokes.
Yeah, he smoked himself stupid. He
smokes too much weed, and the money that he's making is coming from people that look like Travis Scott and hang out with him. So
yeah,
just by osmosis, he's going to look and suffer.
That's true.
No choice.
Jason, you live
but
in LA,
he is still
right?
our God. We love him.
You live in LA.
Yeah.
In LA, you get to see, like every time I go to LA, I'm like, this really is where the craziest people, like looks wise, are. Like you don't get to see the kind of like wherever plastic surgery will be in the next like 10 years in New York, it will trickle over to here and like the crazy stuff. I love that. I love that.
I love it. It's a different kind of crazy. I would say I like it too, but you're right. It's more of a plastic surgery brand crazy than it is like I dress crazy because I'm trying to express myself because I just got here off the bus from Des Moines. You know what I mean? It's like,
yes.
You guys have dressing over there. We have, but I think nowadays in 2026, plastic surgery no longer really is like location based anymore. We were talking about this yesterday with Aaron Levine about, you know, things are no longer like that is LA, that is New York.
Right.
Plastic surgery happens more in Korea and Turkey and other, you know, like
right.
everywhere in the world. You go to small suburbs and there's Botox places on every corner, and everyone's doing it everywhere, you know?
I know. I saw
just
Kirsty
just like GLP-1s.
Did Noam get some more lip filler?
Just while I was at the gym, they had the TVs on, and I saw Kirsty Noam obviously being like a total, you know, ghoul. And I was like, she looks like anybody on Instagram. That's so crazy. That's just crazy that we could have like a terrible baddie, like who is like, like, you know what I mean? It's like, this is just like, she should be a Mormon mom influencer that I'm seeing on Reels being like, you know, this is how I clean up after my, but instead she's being like, it's good that I shot that lady. Like, what? Like, I'm like, how is this person in charge of anything? Oh,
That is actually that is a good. I think what Trump will be remembered for most is ushering in the terrible baddie to the White House and giving
terrible
birth to a whole
baddie.
new kind of chick that did not exist before.
Yeah, it's
Ghoul
true.
is a fun word for that.
Terrible
Ghoul.
Betty is real.
Okay, last question, Zoe. How many times do you say the phrase "the Bowery" in your book?
Did you count?
No,
Like, should I do Price is Right style of guess?
I know. I unfortunately I don't have the answer, but if you can give me the PDF,
46.
I think it's definitely more than that.
You think more? 75.
I don't know what the answer is. 75
Okay.
sounds about right, though.
Don't you just love the Bowery?
As long as you're under 100. The Bowery is such a funny. New York has such funny things like that, where it's like, why does it get that distinction? I mean, obviously it's a historic street, blah blah blah. But there's certain. I'm trying to think of other versions.
Broadway.
There's other things like that.
Like when people say on Long Island versus in Long Island.
Yeah.
On Long Island, or
But
that's a good
classic
example,
New York.
Jason. Where it's
we
like,
say like I'm waiting online.
Online or inline, yeah.
I don't say that. That's unbelievably stupid to me.
Yeah.
It makes me crazy. I'm in a line. I'm not on
But
it.
that's
Fuck out of here.
yeah. Welcome to New York. Sorry, you know.
Houston
the Bowery-
Street is called Houston. It's
Yeah.
all fucked up.
But you know, like the Bowery, how it used to be spelled like Bouwwerie.
I think it was Bouwerie.
I didn't know
Isn't that so cute?
It
like,
is very
isn't that
cute.
what like a Smitten Kitchen?
There's
Bowery.
Not Smitten Kitchen.
there's definitely something in New York, or has been something in the last decade, that spelled it that way and closed.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the spelling did not work for the patrons.
Yeah.
That's my
Someone
guess.
had a big hat running it. The Bowery.
The guy who started the meatball shop opened it up. He has a big
Bro,
hat.
the amount of
Didn't work
ads
out.
I get from the meatball shop guy for all his new ventures.
Wait, does
do you
the
know about
meatball
the
shop-
meatball shop guy?
First of all, of course I do, because the meatball shop, honestly, those are kind of good.
Banging.
Yeah.
Banging.
And
Banging.
as a Mark Hyman,
2008 up in this bitch.
as a Mark Hyman like true lover, like you could get meatballs on lettuce, and that was pretty new then. Like you
Yeah,
could
that was
not,
that for sure.
for me that was huge as like a teenage girl. Meatballs on lettuce.
No, that
Yes,
was keto
please.
before we had
Yeah.
keto.
As a primal kitchen girly flirting with
meatballs
ED.
on lettuce, get in my belly.
I
God,
don't have
that
to go to
sounds so
I don't have to go
good.
to Subway anymore. This is cool.
Subway.
All right, Zoe.
Just let me get a meatball salad. Just to go. No dressing on the side.
No dressing. Zoe, thank you for joining us on How Long Gone. It's a pleasure. The book is everywhere you get books, I assume.
Happiness and love, not love and happiness. I'm glad that you guys remembered to say it the right direction.
I honestly
Happiness
thought
and love, my
I
brother.
thought about that. I was like, I bet 90% of people get this wrong.
It's just always funny when it's like on a thing where they're interviewing me, and then I have to be like, okay, like,
Mhm.
sorry.
You're like, it's written behind our heads
Yeah.
correctly, just
Yeah.
glowing.
You're
from the
so
wall.
close, so
Yeah.
close.
No, the words are right. The words are right. It's the order that you're having
Yeah.
a problem with. Thank you. Good to see
Thank
you.
you. Thank
We'll
you.
see you soon. Okay.
Okay.
Later.
Bye bye.
Peace.